Hello my sweeties and welcome back to my channel. If you don't already know me, my name is Elise and thank you for joining my spooky little family. In today's video, we are talking about your monster. Let's get into the video. Hello?
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Been really getting into Latin American Gears of War TikTok streams.
Okay. That's cool.
Rocco showed me.
Wow.
The other day they came up to me and they were like, "Hey, do you know what a gyat is?" And I told them that they're 30 years old and they need to get a job.
Okay. So, that's cool. Do you know what we're doing today? Are you here?
Oh, absolutely not. What are we talking about today?
Don't chew with your mouth open like that.
How can you tell?
I can just tell it's just your aura.
Yeah, so why don't you tell us what this one's about? Stop commenting on my fucking manners.
Directed by Caroline Lindy, starring Melissa Barrera, Tommy Dewey, and Megan Faye, Your Monster follows Laura after her life falls apart, a soft-spoken actress who finds her voice again when she meets a terrifying yet weirdly charming monster living in her closet.
Oh, that's right. This is Beauty and the Beast for theater kids. Or just Beauty and the Beast.
Wow. Before we talk about the film, I have to give a nice shout out to Pixel Screen Media for sending me an early screening of Your Monster. Thank you so much. I'm happy to do a review today. This movie brought me lots of joy.
Yeah, this one was cute. I like this one a lot. Is that the end of the review? All right. Thanks for coming out, everybody.
Let's actually talk about this movie now. So I was not familiar with Caroline Lindy before this movie. It seems on IMDb that she has done mostly shorts, and this appears to be her first feature-length film. She also did a short of Your Monster back in 2020, which I haven't seen. I just learned this like 5 minutes ago. Amazing. Apparently, Kimiko Glenn is the lead in that one, so I'm sad. I've got to see how I can watch that. This is a great first feature debut.
It really was. I honestly, it doesn't seem like a feature debut.
It doesn't. It's really stylized and really pretty.
Yeah, and like stylized in a way that suits the story, you know? It doesn't feel like she was kind of just being stylized to show off what she learned in film school.
The one thing that I really liked is the whole opening sequence and the title card. And
yes,
girl, you guys know I'm here for a good slutty title card, and this is one of them. Love it. Love the font. Love the choice of font. The colors, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Loved it. Was eating it up. I also felt like there was a lot of, Beauty and the Beast kind of vibes here, and loved that. Beauty and the Beast and me, we go way back. It's my favorite Disney movie.
The monster lover girlies are eating.
This is for the monster lover girlies, for sure. Before we go off on a whole tangent, though, let's talk about our performances, because that is really what holds this whole thing together. So, Melissa Barrera, our queen, here to eat, to devour. And she did just that. I am so happy I got to see Melissa Barrera sing in a horror rom-com musical thing. Crazy weird. Love it. I haven't seen Melissa Barrera sing since In the Heights. And her voice has gotten like so much better. She has so much opportunity to do so much in this movie. Her character goes through like a lot of things and there's so many emotions, and my girl ate. Remember when Scream 5 came out and everybody was like, she's really bad. She doesn't have range. Come again? Come again? She's literally eating. No notes from Miss Barrera.
No, she was great. The bear was really good too.
Who?
The bear.
The bear?
Yeah, the bear.
The monster.
Yeah,
He's not a bear.
No, but he's like a bear.
Oh, it's his aura?
Yeah, 100%.
I love it. Yes, he was played by Tommy Dewey. He was really good. Him and Melissa Barrera had great chemistry throughout, and I feel like for a movie like this, you kind of need both of the actors to really be giving, and they really were. There was at one point where, when watching it, I was like, oh my god, this is so cute and silly and fun, and like, is genuinely funny without trying too hard to be funny because of the actors' performances. And then there's a moment later in the movie when things get real serious, and you're like, oh my god, we're really on a ride right now. I actually was pretty gagged. I was like, whoa, this got really intense.
Yeah, honestly, like, it is a really effective... It seems kind of goofy at first, right? You're kind of like...
It does.
Well, where are we going with this? Like, I kind of see where it's going. I feel like I know it's going to do a Beauty and the Beast thing. But it, like, is really touching. It's like a touching story, you know?
It really is. It really is.
And this is going to sound like a joke, because I know I make these kinds of jokes a lot. Interesting sex scene.
Oh my god, loved it.
The
This is for the monster fuckers. And for this scene specifically, it matters.
I mean, literally is a monster fucker, yes.
Such a good scene. Actually, I love that scene. That was so great. She was really good. Great performances from both of them. Like, I really believed that was happening. They really went off. Oh, we have to talk about my queen, Megan Faye, who's in this.
Oh, yeah.
She was great. I really like her.
She's a really likable actor.
She really is. If you guys are not familiar with her, she was in season 2 of The White Lotus. Yes, season 2. She's great. She's just so good. And she showed how good she is in that show, but then I saw her again in this other show that's like almost similar on Netflix called The Perfect Couple, and it's like not great, but she's great, so you just want to keep watching it. I love her. I have no notes. I was really happy to see her in this because I actually did not know that she was in this movie, so when I saw her name I went, oh, yes! I really need her in more horror movies. She tends to do comedies mostly, and I want more.
Very comfortable actor on screen.
Very. I have a feeling we're gonna get more of her very soon. I hope so anyways. She needs to be a horror girly because there's so much potential there. This film actually has a really small cast, so that's really all I'm going to talk about in terms of performances.
We're forgetting one person, though, who I thought was really great, actually.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, Edmund Donovan, who played the boyfriend. He was great. I mean, he sucks, obviously. But
he sucks.
He was, like, really good. I really enjoyed his performance.
He actually was very good. You're right.
And he actually had great chemistry with...
Oh, yeah.
Well, actually with both of them, but especially with Melissa Barrera.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was very good, especially in the last act. You really get to see a lot more from him. So I'm going to keep this spoiler free, so I kind of have to dance around things a bit. But in terms of the story, this is a pretty, like... Actually, not really. I can't say it's cut and dry, because it's kind of not.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to give anything away by comparing it to other things.
Yeah, it's hard.
So I'll say that it was a fresh take on the horror rom-com subgenre.
Yeah, you know, that's so interesting. I actually feel like this is really refreshing because I can't recall really any horror rom-coms.
Shaun of the Dead. That's like the biggest one I can think of.
Recently.
Yeah,
but
I
Shaun
know.
of the Dead is,
There's obviously like ones like Warm Bodies and shit like that, but like I can't really think of like a recent.
Me either. Like my thought was Happy Death Day, but it's not really a rom-com. It's just a horror comedy.
Yeah, no, it's not really a rom-com.
Their whole thing is cute, but Also, the musical aspect, I don't think I've seen as of late any horror musicals.
There was that one a couple years back, like 2022.
Oh, Anna and the Apocalypse.
Is that the one?
Yes, it's a Christmas, and they're like zombies.
Yeah.
Yes. I didn't like that. That wasn't for me.
I didn't really care for that myself, but yeah, I mean, I guess it's done, but I think this is the one, and I was actually going to say this, so it's a good segue. I think this one really handles the musical aspect well because it's not too much of a musical.
That's true. So I do want to point that out. Even though we are saying like horror rom-com musical, I personally feel like this is the horror rom-com musical for the weird girlies. This is not a full-on musical though. Like everyone is talking, nobody's singing at each other the whole time. Like we're not talking like Les Mis vibes.
Ugh.
Everyone's talking, and then there are musical numbers. There is like a show going on within this movie. Obviously we're following an actress, so there's like a musical show going on. But it is not a full-on musical. I feel like I should say that up front because some people get turned off by musicals.
I'm one of them. I dislike musicals.
Yeah. Oh my god, we need to talk about too, and this will not involve any spoilers and is easy to talk about today. We need to talk about costume design.
Oh yeah.
The costume design was great in this movie. I have seen that image of Melissa Barrera in the Bride of Frankenstein getup for so many months. I'm sure all of you have. It was the one that was like going around when this movie was announced. That lived up to the hype. Girlies, it lived up to the hype. I want to do that version of Bride of Frankenstein. All of Melissa Barrera's outfits were so me-coded. Love them. So like quirky girl who's an actress and is like eclectic. Love it. Do you have any thoughts?
I agree.
Cornelius is like, I couldn't really see the outfits.
Wow. Wow. All those months of sensitivity training, and this is what we get.
Sensitivity training?
Oh,
you know what, Cornelius? Actually, as the monster that you are, that you live in my house, you could take a tip or two from Monster.
I'm not a monster.
You are a supernatural being.
That's completely different. We have completely different unions.
I think you could take a tip or two. You could be like a little kinder.
I'm in local 1754 Butler.
This is too much. No one cares about that.
I'm sorry. I'm spilling lore here. I'm telling y'all about the union. That's where George Corvius is as well. That's how I introduced him to
Okay, let's get back to the movie. So outside of costume design, I feel like it doesn't drag at all. I think the script is really nice and tight, and everything is, we're here, we're there, climax. Love it. Like, nothing dragged. I didn't feel like anything needed to be cut. And this is a movie that's like an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's a perfect runtime.
Very tight. Very engaging. From the first scene, it's very engaging.
And immediately you can like resonate with Laura. So I love that. From the first shot. But I think that about wraps it up for my thoughts on Your Monster. I think this is a movie that you really should go prioritize seeing this month. It is a great spooky watch. I almost feel like it kind of deserved like a Valentine's Day release.
Yeah.
But I do totally get why it's being released near Halloween, because that also makes sense, because there also is in the movie Halloween. So it makes sense. Love that. Good choice.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. What are you going to give this one, Spooky?
I am going to be giving your monster 5 levs out of 5. I actually feel like this was a perfect movie, and something about it felt very healing, and I just felt kind of like a child again. And there's something to be said about that. It also has comfort vibes. I'm definitely going to be rewatching this. I'm getting it on physical media. Like, I really loved it. It was a great time. It was so cute. I can't wait to show it to a bunch of friends, actually.
Oh, yeah, spoken like a true theater kid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be giving your monster 3.5 levs out of 5.
Oh, wow.
It was great. It was a good movie.
I could tell that it's more for me than you.
Well, it's not even that. Like, I enjoyed it. I wouldn't really change anything about it. It just was fine. It was a fun,
cute little movie.
That's exactly how I felt about it. And honestly, I'm taking half a point away for giving just a little too much to the monster fuckers. Like I love y'all. Do your thing. We don't kink shame. I said that in the Terrifier review. But we got to give everybody a little bit at a time. You can't do too much, because you know what happens about, like, it's like with what they say about the feet people. Like, you give them an inch and they take your foot.
That's insane. Was that for Quentin Tarantino? All right, you guys. That is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps me a lot. And be sure to click that little notification bell to be up to date every single time I upload. And let me know in the comments if you plan on checking out your monster this weekend. And if you're watching this after you've seen it, let me know your thoughts. I'd love to talk about it. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.